This amendment builds upon the economic development successes of the past 3 years since we passed CEJA and the REV. It is believed that these measures, focused on creating and retaining more good-paying jobs and making Illinois a better place to do business, will bring in projects that will generate an estimated $21 billion in new state revenue over the next 30 years. Engages with newer industries like sustainable aviation fuel, green steel, electric, vertical takeoff and landing aircrafts, and quantum computing. Grows the number of River's Edge communities by 7 more downstate. Addresses a gap between our energy costs and other state energy costs, and provides an incentive for large energy storage projects for grid resilience.
And if I could, you were always concerned about the use of taxpayer dollars, and I just want to be very clear that the General Assembly previously passed all of these agreements have clawback provisions. So they don't necessarily just write a check up front. They have to meet certain capital goals, certain hiring goals, and if those are not met, the companies are required to repay that money. So that's an important thing that's negotiating all these agreements as well.
I've heard discussion about increases to the personal and corporate income tax as a way to balance the budget and move forward with an agreement by the end of the week. That is a deal killer to me. If we're going to be raising taxes on businesses and then offering $300 million of incentives to certain types of businesses, that is bad news. That is a bad faith way to run our government in the state of Illinois. So I appreciate.
And I know we're looking at growth, but since I've been here over the last decade, we've seen our budget go from 31 to 33 billion to almost 53. We've seen $20 billion in growth in the last decade in our budget. But what have we done to help current Illinois taxpayers? Right? They never see the relief. They just keep putting forward the money to pay for all this stuff. So I understand what we're trying to do in recruiting new technology, but I don't think we're doing enough to foster the small businesses, because the small businesses are the ones that are paying for this. Most of these have such a high threshold that the average person can't have any access to the almost $300 million in tax credits that we're seeing here.